Hello class 10. Today we will continue with our chapter Revolt of 1857, fourth chapter, and there we will do the characteristics of the Revolt of 1857. So there we will see that this revolt of 1857, there is a long controversy that whether this revolt is the revolt of the common people or this is a sepoy mutiny. So what we see is that we can't term this revolt simply as the sepoy mutiny, because this revolt of 1857 has been joined by even the common people in many areas, and this revolt had huge participation. Different classes of people took part in this revolt, and there we will see that this revolts, there is a great debate as to what is the real characteristics of the revolt of 1857. And there what we see is that this revolt was joined by the common people even before the sepoys joined in. So common people joined in some places even before the sepoys. So we can't term it as a sepoy rebellion because in many places common people are joining this rebellion even before the sepoys. And what we see is that sepoys were followed by common people in some places. Common people followed sepoys in countryside. So in different countrysides, we see as the revolt was spreading, the common people were also like taking part in the revolt along with the sepoys. And what we see is that this revolt had a wider characteristics, because in different places we see that the common people who are taking part in the revolt, they are destroying government documents and government offices. So that is another feature of this revolt, another characteristic feature, where we see that government documents and offices were destroyed and attacked by the common people. So many classes of people who are taking part in this revolt, they are actually destroying the government documents, and also government offices were attacked. So that is another important factor. And we see that Hindu-Muslim unity was there in this revolt from the very beginning. Though the British, we see from the beginning tried to play on the divide and rule policy. They wanted to make the Hindu-Muslim fight among themselves, so there should be no unity, and they were scared of this unity. But we see that from the very beginning of this revolt, the Hindu and the Muslim community both fought against the British jointly, unitedly, and they gave tough resistance to the British. That is one of the most important characteristic of the revolt, that there was Hindu-Muslim unity in this revolt, and in face of the British atrocity and in face of British policy of divide and rule, the Hindu-Muslim unity gave them a tough challenge. That was a very important factor. Also, we see that the common people are taking part in the Muslim unity was there. They were attacking government documents, and government offices were attacked, government documents were destroyed. So this revolt of 1857 had a wider characteristic. It was not limited in its scope, but of course they did not had any particular goal or particular aim. Apart from that, we see that the participation in this revolt is huge. Even we see that the peasants and artisans are taking part in this revolt. Peasants and artisans are also taking part in this revolt of 1857 against the British. Also, we see that the Zamindar class, which is the creation of the British themselves, these Zamindar class, they are also taking part against the British government during these times. So this revolt of 1857 is better to term as the Great Revolt of 1857. It is a revolt of the common people. It is a Great Revolt of 1857, and we should not term this only as the Sepoy Mutiny. That is the real characteristic of the revolt of 1857. That is, it is a great revolt of the people, of the common people, where there was complete unity between different classes of the people, and different section of people are coming together. Also, we see that women's participation was there. Women are taking part in this revolt of 1857. And we have already read about Rani Lakshmi Bai, Jhalkari Bai, who are fighting from Jhansi. Also, we have read about Begum Hazrat Mahal of Lucknow, who gave a tough fight to the British. And we see in different regions some other women are also coming to support the rulers who are there in their throne. So the rulers are taking part with them. Their courtesans are also, trying to give a fight to the British. But most important names among the women that we should remember is Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi and Jhalkari Bai, who helped and supported Rani Lakshmi Bai. Also, we should remember the name of Begum Hazrat Mahal, who gave a tough fight to the British from Lucknow. She was later deported to Nepal. But these women left their mark and gave tough resistance to the British. So the women's participation is also another important characteristic of this revolt of 1857. Thank you.